Yo, everybody, what's up, what's up? So, just to fill you in, I'm in a little Pokemon Wi-Fi tournament. Quandai Ren 66, just put it on YouTube, it's closed, you can't join in, but this is round 2 of the battles. It's a team tournament, it can't be a Pokemon-related theme. My theme is endangered animals. This guy's theme was Game of Thrones. My friend Tetra knew all about it, and I have absolutely no clue what all this stuff is, so let's get it going. I didn't record the round 1 video, and I'm rather sad about that. But anyway, here we go. So first Pokemon to send out is my long-sounded Gavial, or my Crocodile. I'm running a leftover set, just because I put a lot in on the attack, because he's adamant and whatnot. So I go straight for the taunt, just because I'm like, I don't want Toxic Spikes, or Sleep Powder, or anything like that. So he goes for the Sleep Powder, great move for me. I go for the Crunch just to get some damage, to see how much it does, because stab and whatnot. Earthquake wouldn't have done as bad, wouldn't have done as good, rather. And Crunch does quite a buttload, and he goes for the Leaf Storm and misses. It's just, oh, it just sucks for him. He's always going to switch out. I'm just going to go for the Crunch again. I don't really care what he sends in, honestly. Sends in Skarmory. I was thinking a defense drop actually wouldn't be too bad, and I would just start crunching this thing to death. But I do see the leftovers, so I know, it's your typical Skarmory, the Roost, and the Brave Bird and all that. So, makes a good play and switches out just to try to phase me into doing something strange. Funnily enough, I thought about going for the Earthquake, just because I thought he might switch out, predicting like me to go for like a Stone Edge or something. But he ends up switching into his Raikou. I go for the Taunt, just because I didn't want his Skarmory like roosting and all that good stuff. And he goes for the Aura Sphere. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to do so much damage, but it doesn't. So, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he's running a Timid set. I really don't know. I just go straight for the Earthquake. I'm like, dude, I'm adamant. I'm adamant. You're not going to live this. And, sure enough, he doesn't. It's a Raikou. He get a critical hit. You can say what you want. I'm pretty sure that didn't matter. Just going to go ahead and throw that out there. Get the Moxie boost. Kind of like, okay, I kind of have some sweeping status going on here, so I get the leftovers, so he knows I'm not Scarf or anything, so he sends in as my Lotic, and I'm thinking, ooh, it's going to be fun, see how much this does. I just go for that Earthquake. I know they're usually special defensive, so I wasn't afraid at all going for this Earthquake, not worried about it doing crap or anything, but it doesn't kill. I'm like, great. He goes for that Scald. I'm like, dude, I'm at half health. I can totally do this. And a critical hit. And he got the revenge crit. Sad day for Crocodile. Like, super duper sad. Like, I could have just, if I killed that Milotic, I think it would have been an almost good game. Except for Skarmory. So next, I send in my Water Frog. My little Seismitoad. It's a special Seismitoad. I got a Life Orb on this thing. It gave me a lot of help in the first battle. Even against Superior, I was definitely, it was like, wow. So, I didn't want to over-predict or anything, I just went for my best stab. So I went for that old Earth Power. It does over half, and I was real proud about that. I really didn't want to risk over-predicting and staying in and getting hit with a freaking Horn Leech. So I swap into the Buffalo, Buffalon, whatever. He goes for the Horn Leech. I get my Sap Sipper boost. What's going on here is a lot of weird plays. So, he goes with Nature Power. Obviously, it turns into Earthquake. If you've been watched Pokemon Wi-Fi battles before, you know that. It's all good. I go for the Swords Dance. Part of me was like, I got Poison Jab and Mega Horn, both of which can easily KO from this range, because I got +1, so I don't really need anything else, but I set up the +2 just because I felt like being kind of greedy, because then after that first, I was like, oh, definitely go for that. Definitely. So, I go for the Mega Horn just because it has a higher base power, and just in case you swap into like Skarmory or something, I wanted to go ahead and have a move that has a higher base power, just to do as much damage as possibly could. So, I have Life Orb. I know it seems like it might be a little much. Seems like a lot to me, but it doesn't matter. So, he brings in his Dragonite. Goes for that Dragon Claw. I really don't know what it is, because it's at full health and all that, but I survived, so that tells me for a fact he's not banded. He doesn't have Outrage, so I don't know what kind of set this is. I go straight for that +3 head charge. I'm just like, yes. but doesn't kill. I was so sad. I know the damage is halved and whatnot because I'm multi-scale. If he adds it, I'm not even sure. I forgot the rules on the Dream World abilities. I don't even know if the Dragonite one's out yet because I don't have a Dragonite, actually. But send him Polar Bear just to scare him off. You know, all that good stuff. It turns out he outsmarted me. He was like, nope, I got the Fire Punch. Makes a lot of sense. I've seen a lot of Dragonites running that just surely because they can. I'm just going to go for that Stone Edge just in case he switches into Skarmory. I figure Stone Edge might do slightly more, but later in the battle, I found out that I was definitely wrong. So, Polar Bear's doing great. I love Beartic. I think he's a cool looking Pokemon. He got lots of attack. Like Max is like 350, like a lot of other good ones. So now he sends in Skarmory. I'm like, okay, Stone Edge, do a lot. And then I wasn't quite sure how much he's gonna do. Then I realized that he's part Steel. So, gotta readjust for a second. So that reminded me, Rock isn't gonna do so well. So I go back to my old good old stab move. Well, after turn effects. I know. I'm sorry. I don't like speeding up. I don't have a way to record otherwise. So I should have to substitute predicting him to like a roost or something, and he does end up roosting. So I got my free sub, and I'm super happy about that. Granted, it is back to full health, but had I attacked, it would have not done nearly as much because he would have just been Steel. I do, as you can tell, I am a sub-punching set, so I thought to myself, man, had I gone for that Focus Punch, still predicting for the roost, I should have gone for the Focus Punch, which would have just annihilated, so that would have been hilarious. I see the Whirlwind, so that verifies that he's the standard set, and what is it? The Icicle Crash does quite a lot. Brings out my Master Salga Beedrill. I'm like, I'm a Focus Sashing Endeavor Beedrill, so I'm not really sure how much this is going to do. And I know it's going to do absolute crap. I mean, look at that. Nothing at all. Goes to the roost. I'm like, ugh, whatever. I'm like, just kill me now, please. I'm like, just Brave Bird and get it over with, and then roost afterwards. But he's smarter than that. Roosts up. Thankfully, I'm faster. That would have done even less. So now, hitting back on that offensive. I mean, just whatever, really. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Thankfully, he goes for the Whirlwind. Sting is going to go nowhere because I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have an attack. So, sends me back in to my side. And I'm like, yes, this is going to be good. This will be good because I have a surprise. This is just, it was just a random thing. It kind of made me wonder how it's going to turn out. I have Hidden Power Fire. I didn't really think about steals, essentially because I have Earth Power, but when it came down to it, it kind of worked out really good for the situation. So I was really happy about that. Turns out, he's no Whirlwind. Not sure what all he's doing. I think he's just, getting Stealth Rock damage and whatnot. And it works out really good actually because it's working. I mean, as you saw, I did a good bit to my Polar Bear there. I'm not too happy about that. So, seeing how the first Icicle Crash did, I'm like, I'm not gonna swap out. I'm gonna be a little rebel here and just kind of stay in and do my thing. So I go for that Icicle Crash. Boom, 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 boom. All that good stuff. Bam. Does a great amount of damage. I'm like, yes, 2-hit KO. Oh, he flinches. Oh no. Not good for him. Not good for him at all. We both have leftovers. All that stuff, you know how it goes. So he withdraws. It's Auron. Sends back in his Milotic. So now, this is where things get wickedly funny. This is pretty much like the game change right here. So, I go for the Icicle Crash, and he avoids it. So I'm like, what do you do after something like that? Seeing that, he's faster. Obviously, I mean, he's a freaking Milotic. I'm a Polar Bear. Goes to the Recover, and I'm thinking, okay, this must be like a Toxic stall. So I'm ready for that. I'm thinking, Toxic, so that, made me feel good when I realized that I have Substitute. It's not going to go to work. So I just go for that Stone Edge just to fish for like a critical hit or something. Did decent damage. I was actually very, very happy about that. Which tells me that, for a fact, whenever I decide to go for a Focus Punch, it is going to do quite a butt ton. So, here's what goes on. He goes for that Scald. And I'm like, okay, this could work out. Doesn't do too much, so I get my sub up. I'm like, yes, okay. Step 1. 43 left. Unless we're getting leftovers, I got a free sub. It's all good, right? Yeah, there's spoilers, 22 to 25. It's about to happen. So, watch closely. I go for my focus punch. I'm like, yes, oh yeah. I don't care what you do. It's going to do a buttload. I mean, I knew it was going to recover, but I wanted to see how much it would do. I was just thinking to myself, man, there's no way this is going to kill, but I know it'll do a lot, seeing as how much freaking Crocodile's Earthquake did. So I smack it, and I'm like, come on. Boom. I got a critical hit. Not sure if it mattered. I really don't know. Like, to be completely honest, I really have absolutely no idea if it mattered or not. And after that, I'm pretty sure he realized that was good game. I mean, his last two Pokemon have just absolute crap health. So, since it's Armory, I'm faster. I go for that Item Crush. Thankfully, I don't miss. That would have sucked if I missed. He would have whirlwinded me, I guarantee you, and I would have seen further problems from there. But I could have just, sent a Seismitoad and hidden Power Fire, and it would have done the job. And last is his Roserade. It's faster, I know, but just because I'm mean like that, I go for the maximum overkill Focus Punch. He has the hidden power. Obviously, it's fire. These Roserades, you see on YouTube a lot. They always carry some form of hidden power, some form of, if they're not carrying Toxic Spikes, it's usually hidden Power Fire, and in this case, it was. So, Focus Punch happens. It's obviously gonna kill. It was a great match. That the critical hit on that Milotic, pretty sure that's what did it. Had that not taken him out, I'm pretty sure I would have had some further problems. So, great battle, awesome, woo.